Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with my third layout for the scrapbookingstore.com kit club. So this month I am finishing out using this kit. This was actually the first layout I made using this kit, so it's funny that it ended up being the last video I'm posting, right? So you can see that I have a lot of papers to choose from here, and I really like the green papers. So I was thinking that I was going to use these border strips as borders. So I'm going to cut them off here, and then I'm going to completely change my idea on how to make this layout. I was thinking I was going to cut this this plaid pattern and have it stretch across the whole layout in the middle, but I'm going to decide against that here, and I'm going to go in a different direction. So this is when I decide I am just going to use these two photos, and this was Christmas 2018, which obviously was last year. Brennan had just started playing the flute, I think in May, and we were renting from a company and it was just getting really pricey. So Mark found an amazing deal on an amazing flute. Like, it was seriously the nicest flute I had ever seen. And I was a flute player when I was in high school, and I just had a cheapo flute, you know, that my dad bought me, and it was not the best kind, and you know, it was not in the best shape or anything. And so when I went and saw this flute at the pawn shop that's close by our house, I was just blown away, and it was only $200. And I was like, holy cow, are you kidding me? Like, this was an amazing deal. So we got it for him, and this was his face and his reaction as he opened it on Christmas morning, and it was just the best. He was so beyond excited and just so happy. And I was happy that we weren't going to have to keep paying on a flute that was not as good quality. And we checked out a lot of different websites. We checked out Amazon. We checked a lot of different places, and you could get cheap flutes for, you know, $100 and stuff. But when we saw this one, and it was a pretty nice brand and it was really good quality, we were like, yeah, for $200, heck yeah, we'll do this. So it was a really good deal, and we were really, really happy with it. And so was he. So here you can see I am going for the red background. I didn't have a piece of paper that was just red, which is what I wanted. So what I decided to do was cut out the red that was on this pattern paper. I believe that is bells were the patterns on this piece of paper. So I am using Topiary from Close to My Heart to ink the edges on the red pieces of paper, and then on the other pieces of paper, the off-white, I am using red, which I believe it's raspberry is the one that I'm using. So here is where I decide, okay, I need to change where these what are those banners? Where the banners are. And so I'm gonna decide to make this a bottom left based layout. And I really love how it turns out. So here my idea is I'm going to use some white ink from Shimmers, and I am going to put it in the corner so that that green plaid piece of paper stands out more. You can barely even see this once I get done with it. That was a lot more ink or spray that I wanted to have out, but well, I just kind of went with it. And here I'm adding more water to kind of water it down a little bit, and it looks kind of like a lot right now, but it dries and you can barely even see it. That's one of the things that I don't like about white is I want it to be darker, but it's really hard to get it to look darker and to stand out. Oh, and it looks like the ink that I'm using is pomegranate. I forgot. I was thinking raspberry was the only red color I have, but that one is from Close to My Heart as well. So here I am going to place those two banners down there in the left-hand corner, and I'm realizing you can't really see the white and it's not helping that plaid pop off. So I'm looking for a few stickers from the sticker sheet to stick behind that plaid paper so that it does pop off of the background. So I'm going to start gluing all of these down to the background and to each other and start embellishing. So I found this candy cane sticker from the sticker sheet and I really liked that. So I'm going to stick that there on top of the plaid paper. And then I have this little ornament sticker that I'm actually not even going to use the ornament on. I'm just going to use the frame around it. And that looks really good. Then I'm going to bring in this sheet of buttons and these brads. These are part of the upgrade pack that you can get in the store. They do not come in the main kit. So it is an extra purchase. But I'm going to put a button and two brads in each one of the clusters on this layout. So now here I am working on a cluster up at the top right hand corner. I love banners and I knew that I needed something up there, but I kind of fussed and hemmed and hawed with it. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do banners for some reason. And so here is where I realized I had a couple really small scraps of that plaid paper. So what I'm going to do is I am going to staple them to this bigger piece of pattern paper. It's polka dots. So I am now going to add this red button to this top cluster and then add two green brads. And these ones are glitter, so they're a little harder to get through the holes that I'm punching, but it works out fine. Now I'm just going to add a little banner underneath that polka dot paper, and that cluster is done, I believe. Now I'm going to work on my third cluster, which is going to be right here underneath the photos to the right of those banners. I want to use this green button. And then I'm going to add, what am I going to add? I'm going to add that Dear Santa tag or sticker up at the top cluster. And then I'm going to add this cute little banner that has a tree on it. I really like how that looks. It stands off of the background and apart from that green button because it is red. It's a nice contrast. I apologize if you can hear my dogs barking. They have been going crazy today. I don't know why. There must be cats or something outside taunting them, but Piper is upstairs running amok and barking like crazy, so hopefully you can't hear it too well. Here I'm adding some of those brads in this cluster as well. And now I came back, and it's the next day, I think, or possibly later the same day, and I am going to put out the title. So I was a little at a loss for a title. So I asked my friend Sarah what she thought I should name it. And she said The Magic Flute, which was perfect. And she was actually like, it is a painting by, who is it? Mozart, I think is what she ended up saying. And I was like, oh, okay, I had no idea, you know. So I learned something new. I didn't really like the title being above the photos like that, so I am going to move it around until I put it right here on top of the photos, and I absolutely love how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put the title down, and this layout is done. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you head on over to the blog and check out the other layouts that the ladies have posted this month. And if you're interested in subscribing to this kit club, which is amazing and so much fun to work with, use my links below so that you can sign up. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Bye.